resolutions.
그대 미소에 난 취한 것 같아 자꾸만 웃음이 나 어린아이 장난 같아 다정한 밤 공기가 적당한 볼 바랬던 나를 돼 다른 음악이 돼 두근거리는 둘만의 밤 파도처럼 그댄 밀려오는데 달콤해 그대와 나로 한 잔의 스파클링 와인보다 향긋한 그 말 사랑해 이 세상 누구보다 더 마음의 이름을 따라 내게 다가가 입 맞추려 다음 생에 태어나도 내 선택은 그대예요 가까이에서 바라보다
So I just opened my 2024 resolutions list for the first time in literally like 3 months. I'm looking at this list. There are 12 major resolutions that I headlined for 2024. I was like, these things need to happen this year. We're 6 months into the year and I've only completed 4 of those tasks. Now, if you asked me at the start of the year if these things were achievable, I would say absolutely yes. Everything I wrote down on this list, like I wholeheartedly believe that it was in alignment with what I wanted at the time. But like I always stress with you guys when it comes to these reset routines, especially when we are talking about New Year's resolutions, I think it's so important to give yourself flexibility and room and not to be so rigid, because what you thought you wanted 6 months ago might not look the same 6 months later. And I'm looking at this list now and there are definitely a lot of things on here that I really don't even care to complete anymore. And it's not like, you know, I'm bummed out that I wasn't able to complete these specific resolutions. It's more so I don't see the point in this now because I have different goals and I have different visions for what I want the rest of the year to look like. So I think we are definitely due for a mid-year reset. I think it's so important to honestly check your goals, check your resolutions a lot more often than I did, because we write them down for the purpose of having a sense of direction, you know? So what is the point of creating this list and doing all of these things at the start of the year if we're not gonna check it again for however many months? So yeah, I'm glad that I'm able to have this mature perspective and look at the list and say, you know what, we may not have been that successful, and it's possibly because I I changed my mind. Point blank period. I changed my mind on a lot of the things that I wanted to do this year. So obviously you guys know that your girl is moving. That was not on my resolutions list this year. That was not something I saw myself doing in January of 2024. And now we're in July and the tables have turned so drastically, and now that is something that I have to add to my mid-year resolution. So essentially I just want to encourage you guys to give yourself room to be, I don't want to say the word flexible again, but you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to change your mind on what you thought you wanted, what you thought would work for you, what you thought would be the best decision for you. You're completely allowed to change your mind. So yeah, I've changed my mind on a lot of the things on here. There are still some things that are ongoing. For example, one of my spiritual goals is to completely memorize the 99 names of Allah. And I'm currently at 70. Yeah, your girl's at 70. I started around like November, December of last year. SubhanAllah, I'm finally at like 70 names memorized. And I'm not rushing this process because I want to make sure that I actually like memorize them and like I know them by heart. I want to know the meaning and connect with each name. So that's why it's taken me so long. And we're almost there. My 2024 reading list is looking real sorry. She's looking real sorry. I'm probably still on my second read of the year. And I don't even have an excuse for myself. I actually have been so incredibly horrible when it comes to how I use my spare time, how I use my free time these days. Like, y'all know me if you've been watching me for a while. I used to have hobbies. Like, I used to have things I liked to do besides scrolling on my phone. I used to ice skate. I used to, well, ice skating was like the main one, but you know, I was getting into other things. I was getting into scrapbooking, I was getting into crocheting, and all of a sudden it's like I just completely ditched the hobbies and went back to my bad old habit, aka doom scrolling on social media with zero purpose and zero intention. And that's something I really want to focus on stopping for the remaining 6 months of this year, because I can honestly say that a lot of the reasons why the goals on here that I do want to have accomplished have not been accomplished yet. It's more than likely because of how much time I am wasting. I am wasting so much time. It's something I really want to work on, hence why I really feel the need to just get back to the drawing board and figure out what my goals are. Because once you have like a clear sense of where you want to go, what you want to do, and what you're gonna have to, the steps you're gonna have to take to get there, it's easier to rid yourself of the distractions and the things that are not aiding you in moving in that direction. So yeah, y'all, we 6 months into the, more than 6 months into the year, and it's okay if your goal list is not half done, if it's not even a quarter done. Like, I'm literally a quarter way through, but I'm switching a lot of these up. I feel the need to switch things up. So I'm definitely going to go through this list right now on my notes app. I like to do everything on my notes app. My resolutions list, I'm gonna go through it, update some of the things I have written in here, because who is really checking? It's my life, it's my goals, it's my resolutions. And then once I have a clear idea of what I want the remainder of my year to look like, I'm going to update my vision board, because my vision board is something I look at every single day. It's the background on my phone, it's the background wallpaper on my laptop, and it's something that I'm constantly seeing. And alhamdulillah, like, a lot of the things I put on my vision board I feel like have been happening, and I don't think it's necessarily because I put them on the vision board. I think it's just because they're important things to me that I knew that, you know, this is going to be there, that I do these things. So very grateful for that. But there are some things on there I need to update because it's no longer aligned. So I just wrapped up with my vision board, and it took me a lot less time than I expected it to. Honestly, I feel like my vision board this year was a very accurate depiction of what I wanted my year to look like. There were even things I didn't put on my New Year's resolutions list that I put on my vision board because I just felt like that was the vibe I wanted for this year. For the most part, like, it's pretty much the same. I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us, inshallah. These past 6 months, man, I No, I could have done better. I absolutely could have been more consistent on YouTube. I absolutely could have been more consistent with short form. But I'm not gonna beat myself up for the past. As long as I'm alive, it's an opportunity to do better than I did in the past. So inshallah, moving forward, I'm just gonna work on being more committed to the things I say that I'm gonna do. Just being consistent and not overwhelming myself so quickly with big tasks and taking on baby steps as much as possible, because there is no need to be so dramatic all the time. So yeah, I have a good feeling about the end of the year. Honestly, I feel like I get most productive within the last like quarter of the year, like September through December. Those are always my best months. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So yeah, besides my mid-year reset, I have a couple errands for today. I want to head out to the post office because I have some packages to pick up at my PO box, and then I also want to ship a package of hijabs to my friend. So we're gonna have to get that done soon because it is getting late and the post office closes in like 2 hours. But I got this package from aupen, and I want to open it for you guys really quick before I head out. It's definitely a purse, and let's see what she's giving. Very cute. Ooh, I like the strap. I'm definitely trying to be more like in my fashion bag, you know, putting together fits, especially once I move. Like, I feel like I'll you know, when you're about to move, you just feel like your life about to change, but really it's just about to get more stressful. I keep like making all of these goals and having these visions for when I move. But seriously, guys, I feel like when you are on the verge of moving, it's one of the best times to implement new goals and like change your life around. Like, if there are habits you want to rid yourself of or habits you want to stick, like moving is the best time to do so, because it's literally like a fresh start. So I'm really looking forward to moving because I feel like it's just going to be an entire rebrand. I definitely want to shift a little bit from the content you guys are used to seeing, at least on short form, like less beauty centered content and more so, you know, lifestyle, self-care, a little bit of travel here and there, and maybe some fashion. So thank you, aupen. I think this is a really cute bag. Now I'm going to package this super quick so we can head out, come back home. I actually have to also make another stop to pick up some like travel items because I'm going out of town the day after tomorrow. So you already know how that goes. Got to get all my travel sized items. And then I also kind of want to film a short form video tonight. We're gonna see how I feel about that because I've already done quite a bit today, as you guys have seen, both on and off camera. So we'll see how I'm feeling by the end of the day. Excuse my makeup, y'all. I know it looks a hot mess, but made it back home from my errands, which were pretty short. Didn't really last me that much time. I don't know why my camera feels so close to my face, y'all. I think it's time to invest in a new camera. I don't know. The Osmo Pocket 3 has definitely been catching my eye lately, and it seems like the perfect camera for somebody who is shy and too scared to actually vlog in public. Hence why I didn't get any vlog footage for you guys while I was running my errands, because the girl is too shy. So maybe I'll get that. If any of you guys have it, comment down below and let me know how you feel about it. I was gonna film like a nighttime skincare routine, like taking off my face for the day and just showing y'all my PM skincare for Instagram Reels and TikTok, but that ain't happening tonight. I have a whole video I still need to edit today, so I think I'm just gonna spend the remainder of the night eating dinner, watching a little anime, and then I'm gonna edit and call it a night. I feel like I haven't had a chance to just sit down. Like, I've been doing something every single minute of the day, but we love a productive day. Okay, we love when we are getting things done. Y'all saw me just try to feed Mimi. I don't know what has gone into this girl, but ever since she turned 1, it's like a switch went off and she's decided to act up. Like, she's the most unserious cat I've ever met in my life. What other cat do you know cries, screams for food just for you to feed them and for them to run in the opposite direction of the food? Like, she hasn't even taken a bite, but she was screaming for me to feed her. unserious. She's unserious. Like, there's so many new sides she's been showing us, especially since she turned 1. I'm just like, what is going on? Is this teenage rebellion? Because that's what it's giving. I'm gonna get comfortable, take off my hijab, my makeup, eat dinner, and then I'll probably catch up with you guys later.